Kris, coming off a disappointing weekend like that, what are the steps that's needed to help this group and everyone involved recalibrate here a little bit in preparation for tomorrow?
Yeah, I think our game was going pretty well before the break, and the break kind of interrupted that. But just little things about details, puck management, just moving our feet a little bit quicker, giving away time and space, so we don't have to defend as much. We can create some more turnovers. Just getting a little bit better everywhere.
I guess you kind of touched on those things, but you had leads in both those games yesterday. 2-goal lead. Kind of, what did you see when you had those leads specifically yesterday when you're up 3-1 that kind of caused you to give it?
I think that we just stopped working hard. We were up 2-0, and they didn't give their first chance until we scored our second goal, and then after that they had plenty of chances. And what I see is maybe they woke up. I also see from my point of view that we relaxed. We didn't play as hard as we needed to. Didn't respect them as much as we needed to. They've got a young team, plays hard, and they're going to be a good team, a really good team all the time. But for us, I just think we took them lightly.
Kris, you said before the break that you're having trouble kind of elevating Jeff Skinner up the lineup. There's that, and then there's obviously scratching him. How did it get to the point where that happened on Sunday?
Well, we have a group that's been playing really well, and as you look at the players that we have, it's been a difficult decision whoever we took out. We've been taking out Derek Ryan, and you look at before Christmas, we have a lead late in the game against Ottawa, who had been playing really well, and I trust him on the ice. Some other guys that might look to be scratches, but they're playing really well. So, I think it comes down to finding a role, having a spot on the team, and other guys doing a heck of a job on the penalty kill, 5-on-5, whatever it is. Just it was his turn.
How can he find that role? Is there anything that you can do as a coaching staff to kind of massage that or get him some more minutes somewhere?
Well, that comes to just playing well and having confidence with the puck, and I think he hasn't had the confidence in the puck as much as he has in the past. And you look at his shooting percentage. A lot of that's luck. A lot of it's feeling confident, putting the puck in the net, making the plays. There's things that we can do to help facilitate that, and a lot of the things that a coach can do to facilitate that is, showing things and being positive and put him in a situation where he can succeed, playing with other players who would help his game. But a lot of it's just him finding his game, how he usually plays.
Kris, does it come down to Podkolzin fits better with Leon? His style of digging the puck out, keeping plays alive, better than Skinner was doing?
It all depends on, you can only have, there's an element of having a lot of skill together, but you also need guys who can finish the play, who can get in the forecheck to break the play up. There's a lot of attributes that a line needs for it to be successful, and I think Podkolzin gives us a lot of that. So it's there's a lot of positives. It also depends on who that next guy is on that line. There's 3 guys on the line that have to make it work, and it depends on what that recipe is. But right now, I believe Podkolzin is a good fit for that.
And you only have so many left wingers. He's a left winger. Nuge is definitely a left winger, but Colson. And you like, Janmark. And then as a fourth line player, Jeff seems miscast.
Yeah, that's a fair assessment. He's been playing with a lot of high quality centermen who can make plays and set them up, and you want to put a player in a position to succeed, but you want to put as many players in a position to succeed. And have 12 or 13 forwards, 12 each night, and 13 on my roster. And I'm trying to get the most out of everybody. And sometimes it's not ideal for one guy, but that's what it is.
Will he play tomorrow night, Skinner?
We haven't decided on our lineup. You have to wait
Kris,
till tomorrow.
Connor Brown had a very difficult season last year. He's third on the team right now in points per 60. He's basically producing on a borderline first line level, and he hasn't played with David or Draisaitl all season long. Is there any thought process, because when he was initially signed, there was a possibility that he may play in the top six. Have you looked at him as a potential option just based on the productivity that he's given the team further down the line?
Connor Brown has been playing really well, and got off to a slow start. I think he had 1 goal, 0 assists in his first 13 games. Since then, he's been, I think he's got 16 points now, so 15 points in his last 23 games. And those are all even strength or shorthanded points. And through that stretch, I think he's had 2 games with Leon and 0 with Connor. So, for a guy playing 12 to 13 minutes a night, producing at that rate, yeah, he's a guy that could elevate, move up in the lineup.
The waiver pickup, Regula, is he ever going to practice, or is he? Where is he right now?
He was on the ice today. He was skating, not with us. He's rehab skates, getting him because he spent so much time not practicing, rehabbing. It'll take a while before he's back practicing with us.
How much? The elephant in the room has always been that Jeff Skinner doesn't check very well. How much of that is the fact his defensive awareness has to be
I think
better?
Jeff's done a great job of learning our systems and playing hard and trying to do things the right way. And I have no issues with that. I think it's just a lot of him finding his game, and a lot of it is confidence. And a lot of it's, some of it, a coach can nudge a player to get that confidence, but a lot of it's on the player.
It does seem like there's a bit of a catch-22 where you want him to play better. He needs maybe some more opportunity. As you said, you want to put him with players that will allow him to succeed. Is there an avenue there to put him kind of back in that top 6 where he can maybe showcase that offensive skill a little bit more?
There's an avenue, absolutely. If there's injuries, hopefully there's not. There's definitely one avenue that can happen. Another one is other players not playing well. And right now, you look at those guys that he needs to jump over. They've been playing really well. We were talking about Podkolzin and what he brings to our team. Even Kapanen has been playing really well. And last night game, I had him on the 4th line. And you look at how well Janmark's playing. Janmark and Brown have, next to Connor and Leon, they have the most 5-on-5 points per ice time. So, it's tough to demote those guys. So, it's just they need to outplay those.
We're looking at the one side of it, but I guess this is a good problem for a coach to have.
What would you like to see more of Henrique offensively?
A lot of his offense is determined by how the team's playing. If we're spending time in the offensive zone, he scores all his goals around the net, and he does a heck of a job being around the net. And I think last game in Anaheim, you look at our time in the offensive zone and what he's been doing, battling, get in front of the goalie and doing those kind of things. But if we can't get the shots to the net, or the forward can't pass to him on beside the net, those kind of plays, then he's not going to contribute much. So it's a little bit on him, but it's also on the other 4 guys that are on the ice with him.